In a bright, sun-drenched meadow lived a carefree grasshopper who spent every single day in a state of perfect happiness. Wearing a tiny straw hat and holding a polished wooden violin, the lazy grasshopper strummed melodies that filled the warm summer air with joyful music. Nearby, a small and sturdy reddish-brown ant was busy at work. He struggled but remained determined as he dragged a massive corn grain across the ground. The grain was twice his size, a heavy burden for such a small creature. Yet the ant never once paused his difficult trek toward his home. The grasshopper laughed at the sight of the struggling ant. "Why work so hard, my friend?" he chirped. "The sun is warm and the meadow is full." The ant paused briefly to wipe sweat from his brow. He looked at the singing grasshopper and then back at his heavy load with a focus. "I am storing food for the rainy season," the ant replied firmly. "And I suggest you do the same, for these warm days will not last forever." The grasshopper just shrugged and began a lively new tune. He danced through the grass while the ants continued their heavy labor under the hot sun. But the seasons began to shift. The vibrant greens of the clay meadow turned to muted browns, and the golden summer light began to fade away. Soon, the sky turned to heavy gray and a cold rain began to fall. The clay ground became slippery and the warm breeze was completely gone. The grasshopper found himself alone and very hungry. His violin was wet, his belly was empty, and he had no place to hide from the chill. Nearby, the ant stayed cozy and full inside his warm burrow. He was surrounded by the bounty of food he had worked so hard to gather. The grasshopper looked through the window, finally understanding the ant's wisdom. He realized that playtime is sweet, but preparation is what truly sustains our lives. As the rain dripped outside, the lesson was clear to everyone. To prepare today is the only way to ensure you will survive tomorrow. Remember the story of the ant and the grasshopper. Work hard, plan ahead, and you will always find warmth when the seasons change.